And my business coach has drilled this into me from day one. You win or lose based on client selection. And just being in our team meeting earlier this week, talking about our difficult clients and all the stress it causes our team and all the drama and emotional strain. And it's like, oh, yeah, like it's true. One bad client can really hurt you. And I think you know, it's hard. It's a hard balance and a hard juxtaposition because on one end, you want to grow your business and you want to skyrocket revenue. And you're like, listen, just get them in. We'll figure it out, you know? And on the other end, you go, yeah, life is really short and people aren't going to want to stay on my team if I keep handing them clients that are divas and difficult. And I saw the red flags and I just signed them up anyway because I wanted the money. Now, to my defense and to my credit, I guess, I will tell my team that. Like, if I bring in a client, I'll be like, listen, there's some red flags with this client. Like on the sales call, this, and this. The reality is they're willing to pay. Like David Siteman Garland, I used to study for online course sales and coaching. He said he calls it his jerk face fee, like to make them pay a jerk face fee, right? Or a pain in the rear end fee. Like they're paying, you know, this particular, you know, I'm thinking of one client where they're paying like 2 to 3 times more than a typical client. And that's that jerk face fee. I basically told that to the team. I said, listen, I realize they're going to be high maintenance. They're going to be super difficult. I've put people on the project that are really good at handling these types of personalities. The reason I added this client is they're going to help us in revenue by 2 to 3x more than other clients. That's going to enable me to do these positive things for the company. So that's why I'm willing to put up with them. And I think my team at least respects that. They're like, well, at least you're being straight with me. Like you're doing it for the money, right? And I don't do that every time. And again, you pick and choose, right? As the business owner, and especially if you're a coach, consultant, small business owner, where it's a service-based, relational-based, you know, client, it's like that matters. And I think people are full of it who are like, make it all black and white. Like you can just like, the reality is, yeah, if I was at the revenue numbers I wanted to be at and was, you know, I could just pick and choose, right? And maybe Tony Robbins has built, I guarantee you Tony Robbins took on some red flag clients early in his coaching career that he didn't like because he needed the money or because they were willing to pay 10 times more. But I think now Tony Robbins is probably in a place as a coach with his platform where he can be much more picky and choosy. Now, I will say the good news, like in my situation and in yours, is as you grow, as you get more revenue, as you get bigger, you do have that luxury. You do start to get out of the scarcity mindset and you get more to the abundance mindset of, oh, I don't have to take this client. Cool. Like, I don't have to take you. You're not going to be a good fit. You're not going to be somebody we're going to enjoy. Cool. Happy trails, you know? And I think ideally we'd all have that mindset every time, no matter what our revenue levels are. But I think the reality, the pragmatic business part of you goes, that's nice, but I got to feed my kids, you know? And so I think the lesson for me in it, and maybe the lesson for you, if it's helpful as the business owner, is just be straight with your team. Just be like, listen, I took this person on. I know there's some red flags. I expect some difficulty. They're also paying 5 times more than a typical client. I've built in a jerk face fee. In fact, you guys are going to get extra of that fee to put up with them. Or, you know, I could do that if need be, right? To kind of, people know that. And I think it just comes down to a quote I love, which is your ability to handle people is what makes you rich.